Hey everybody, hi, it's Becky from Power Tools with Thread. I'm just using some new software here and you guys are my guinea pigs. So I wanted to see if this is working. Oh, it is. I'm looking at it on my phone. How about that? So I've got a little watermark up here. I'm using a new streaming software called EVMux. Good morning, everybody. Hello. So I cannot figure out how to see your comments just yet. I'm using this free version. Maybe they're not enabled in that. But anyway, hey everybody. Hi, it's Becky from Power Tools with Thread. You are in our Stitchuation room. This is a Monday through Friday virtual stitching retreat where you hang out with me in here and enjoy following me. Well, maybe you won't enjoy it. I don't know, but you follow me along on my sewing journey, and I hope I can inspire you to put something under the needle. I'm going to try to see the live chat as best I can. There you are. I can see the live chat now on my phone. All right. So, yeah, it looks like everybody's saying hello. 8,200 feet. Is that you, Dave? Good to see you guys. My goodness. So, I am trying some new streaming software because I want you guys to be able to see all of the screens that pop up on my software in Embrilliance, and StreamYard did not do that for me. So that's what I'm doing here. Okay, I'm in limited space. I'm in my motorhome. That thing's bouncing around on the screen, I guess. I don't know. So let me say hello to Frito. She's down here waiting very patiently. Let me see if I can get her. And my husband is sitting in his chair reading comments. There you are. Say morning, Keith.
Good morning.
There he is. All right.
Oh, it's a new screen.
Yeah, it's a new screen. I know. And we're going to see if we can get Frito. I don't know if I can. I tell you what, I'm going to bring her over here and maybe we can get a scene. Come here, Frito. Come over here and say hi. There she is. Yes. Good girl. You get your little Dave biscuits. There you go. Yeah, you got that little wiggle, but you got your back to everybody. Yes, you do. You want a stick to go brush your teeth? Why don't you do that? Okay. Bye-bye. There we go. One person had left a comment below one of my videos that said, enough with the dog. And I was like, oh no. Oh no. I have people who love to, we have children that watch and they love to see the dog. So I know I've got grandmas that babysit and they get their little Frito fix in the morning. So I will never not do the dog, one dog or another, right? Okay, so how is this going? I just want to make sure you guys can see me. There's no hanging. I don't have any kind of anything going on. Everything's looking good so far. She's like, no. Cheryl says, no, we love Frito. Oh my goodness, you guys are so cute with your little hearts. I love it. Okay. It's a smaller picture on your phone. Okay, well, I will not be able to do the full screen until I do the paid version. So I'm just trying this out. I appreciate that feedback. Yeah, so hey, this is a virtual stitching retreat. If you are brand new, please pop into chat and let us know if you're watching live. And if you're watching on replay, thank you so much. I love you guys. You are my replay crew. I like seeing you and meeting you and reading your comments below the video when you watch after the live stream. So great to see you guys. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already so we can spend more time together. Lots of info on this channel. So today I was going to do some pre-cut shapes for my Autumn Love, the double block we put together, but I kind of want to go over that real quick again on Embrilliance and show you guys what that looks like. Let me see if I can do a different screen, maybe a little bit larger. What about that? Let's see. Oh, look at that. Let me see. I can see it larger on mine. Does it get larger on yours? Nope, it does not. Okay, that's all right. So if this works out and you guys can see all of the windows in my Embroidery software, then I'll go ahead and get this one. All right. So I am going to do a share screen and get into Embroidery and let's see what we can see. And I've been working on this guy here for a bit. So this is the scarecrow and the apples. I'm waiting for my screen to change since I'm sharing. And you're not seeing that at all. I'm looking on my preview and I don't see it at all. Nope, you guys can't see my screen at all. I must be doing something wrong. Oh, Mac OS doesn't support sharing system sound. Well, that's okay. I don't need the sounds. Sharing systems. I'm reading a note on my thing. Okay. So how come you won't share my screen? This may not work at all. I would hope it would. Uh-oh, this may not work at all, huh? So it doesn't support sharing the sound. You guys, I'm going to have to guinea pig y'all. Oh my goodness. So I guess all we're going to do today then is cut fabric. There's a big dog out front with a ball in its mouth, Keith. So I was going to go over how I blended the scarecrow and the apple basket all at once into a 5x10, which is what it needs to be for the final block. Can't do that in this free software. So I will, we'll just cut it. Okay. So I went through in the design and clicked on it in, did I do that? Not all of it. I did this scarecrow. I didn't do the apple basket. I don't know if I did or not. So I've pre-cut my fabric. This is, hey, peanut gallery. Keith, he's like, no, you don't. Yes, I do. I know you were talking to the dog. And I have a little Steady Betty right here. And I'm just going to use this. I got to press these out. I'm using my Oliso M3 Pro iron. This is the mini one. I love this for travel for sure. I need to. Recording stopped. I didn't want it to record anyway. All right. Okay, looks like we're still streaming. Yeah, we are still streaming. I'm getting used to this software and I'm not real sure about it. I don't know. I want you guys to be able to see what I'm doing. I'm going to put you up here on top of the ScanNCut and I'm going to show you how I put my fabrics on a substrate. So I'm just pressing all these out. Some of them are upside down. Here I have a solid, doesn't matter. There we go. Okay. And there's his little overalls. Okay. So I have a little bit left of my Hot Fix adhesive. And you guys, I'm so lazy about this. So crazy lazy. Crazy lazy. So put that back down. It looks like it peeled up a little bit off that paper, which is fine. So I'm going to just set this on here where the edges of the fabric hang over a tiny bit. See this? See, you've got paper that the fabric hangs over the edge of the paper. That's what you want. And that way you don't get any kind of adhesive on your iron. So I'm super lazy about this. Okay. And I'm going to take this other big piece. I may not have enough some, I don't know. I doubt it. I'll have to go and dig out some Heat and Bond Light. Oh, I know I don't have enough. So I'm overlapping the edge of the fabric a tiny bit on the other piece of fabric. Okay. See how the gold overlaps the blue a tiny bit? Okay. So that allows me to kind of put all of these together. I've got 4 different red fabrics for my apples. And I'm only going to be able to get 3 of them on here, I think. Maybe I can get one right here. I'm going to use every little bit of this, y'all. I have more hot fix at home. We're leaving today for the Florida Panhandle. And then I will be in Opp, Alabama teaching on Friday. Well, Friday is a demo, and then Saturday is a 6-hour class. Okay. Oh, y'all, I gotta tell you. So, had a lady reach out to me from a town in North Texas to come and do my class, and I said I'd be happy to do that, or a demo and then a class, and I said I'd be happy to. And then she tells me the demo doesn't start until 8 o'clock at night because their guild meeting is at 7, and they show and tell and meeting business first and then have the event. And I'm like, there ain't no way. I go to bed by 9. There's no way I can do that. Oh my goodness. So I was like, sorry, if it can't be earlier in the day, then it can't be. So anyway, that's how that goes. So I have got my fabrics on here. I don't think that they're super adhered just yet. And I'm just gonna try this. I'm just gonna really press these on. Yep. You guys are having a good old chat in there. I think Scotty Dog's running the kitchen. I haven't seen what kind of goodies she got in there today. Barbara's on coffee. And Quilt Wench is our greeter. She's doing great. All right. So I think that this is okay. And my scissors, here they are. I've got a little bit left in the middle. Okay, so what I do is I will just trim this 2 or 3 threads right inside the fabric. And what that does is that makes sure that I don't have any kind of adhesive on that's going to get on my iron or my board or any of that. There. I'll save that little bit for spare pieces. So now you can see on the back of this, this is how I do this, y'all. And the whole thing will fit. You know, I can just put it right on a ScanNCut mat and it'll stick really well. But now that I have all of the adhesive gone around the outside edges, now I'm going to give it another press from the back. And that's going to make doubly sure that everything stays on there. I don't want that adhesive coming off. Okay, this looks good. Somebody, when I first started showing this method of putting a substrate, and I use Hot Fix adhesive and Heat and Bond Light. I'm going to switch permanently to Hot Fix when I get home. But somebody said they laughed out loud when they saw how I did this. But this works just fine. And this actually uses less landscape on the mat because once you get your, so here's my cutting mat. I have like 0 stick to this at all. This is the low tack mat. It's aqua colored, okay? And it has, I mean, there's nothing to this. So I will use, hold on, I gotta get this out of the thing. I will use Sulky's, I ordered another thing of this. I will use Sulky's KK2000. See that? And this is a temporary adhesive fabric spray. Works great. Doesn't have any kind of overspray that I'm aware of. And I'll just spray the mat like that. Okay. There we go. And then the easy thing to do, I just peel this off and leave everything grouped together if I can. Okay. Peel that off. just like that. So essentially it's a big piece of fabric. And I can just, whoop, fold this up. It does want to fold up on itself, y'all, so you got to pay attention. So I'm going to just lay this down here. If it gets a little wonky, you can separate it there. Whoop, red, then blue. There we go. And you don't want bubbles, okay? You're going to smooth out those bubbles. We were doing the class in Springfield, Missouri, and people were putting their fabric on, and they had heat and bond on the back of theirs, and they had bubbles. You don't want that. You want your fabric totally flat, okay? And this, I'm going to put this right here. So look at all the extra landscape I have right here to put these fabrics, but I need to put heat and bond on them. So, all right. You guys with me? Yep. I'm looking at your chat, making sure everything's going cool. I wish I had more where I could see, where you guys could see my software screen. Okay. So I got to think, y'all. Why do I like Hot Fix better than Heat and Bond? What is the big difference? Jackie wants to know. So Jackie, the Hot Fix gives you more, it's like a rubbery texture almost. And to me, it adheres better to the mat for cutting than Heat and Bond Light does. So that just seems to be easier. To me, it just works better. If you don't have a good adhesion of your fabrics on your mat, the blade as it goes through can, it'll drag the fabric if you do that. So that's just me. Alrighty. Let me do a stop sharing so I'm not using too many resources here. Ah, I see. Okay. I'm looking at different things on the screen that you guys can't see on the back end. And I'm like, why is that doing that? Okay. I'm going to get some Heat and Bond Light. I have it in a cabinet over here underneath my embroidery machine by the dog food. Isn't that how it goes when we're traveling? Let's see. Where is that heat? Oh, here it is. Yay. I brought a whole bolt of it. And then I was digging around and I found that extra Hot Fix. And I was said, well, let me use that up first. Okay. So let me know in the chat if you've used Hot Fix and Heat and Bond Light and which one you prefer and why. So, oh, we have a new member, Bobby. Hi, Bobby. Thank you for joining us. I love it. We've got all kinds of folks chatting around in here. So, Bobby, I'm on a new streaming software. This is not what the screen normally looks like, but I'm checking out some new software, and I'm not entirely sure I'm ready for that just yet. So right now, this is just a test, and you guys are my guinea pigs, and I appreciate the grace for that. Okay. So now, even on the new, on the Heat and Bond, okay, I don't cut it off of the bolt yet. I just leave it on there because it's too hard to measure and cut and try to figure out how big a piece I need. Okay. So again, I'm just going to put this barely over the edge of the adhesive side. This is the iron side. This is the paper side underneath. So I have the iron side up to me, and I'm just going to put these little pieces on like this. Okay. I'm wondering if I can switch streaming software midstream. I know, because they can't see my embrilliance, and I don't like that. Whoop. This is how you do it at the sink, y'all. The kitchen sink. I'm in my motorhome. We're on the road. Okay. So I just kind of tacked it on that. And then I'll trim a couple of threads right inside of the fabric. And that way I'm not going to have any adhesive. This is really easy to do if you've got it on a mat with a rotary cutter. Real quick to do. Okay. And I missed a little bit there. All right. So there we go. Once again, I don't have any adhesive hanging out that's going to get stuck to the iron or the mat. See how quick that is? This is a brilliant way to do this. I figured it out because I'm lazy. All right. So I'm just going to iron this on, and I'm going to hold this. This, with Heat and Bond Light, I usually will hold stuff like a good 5 to 8 seconds in each spot, just to make sure that it's going to stick on there. Okay, and now I'm going to do the back too. And that is how that works. Thank you guys for your stickers. I can't, let me see, who did that? Donna, thank you so much for your super sticker, sweetheart. That's very thoughtful. I appreciate that. Cheap class, right? Cheap class. This is the easy way to do these kinds of crafts. I hate fiddling around with cuttings and papers and crafts and all kinds of stuff. It's annoying, but I want the end result. Okay. So I'm going to peel this off. Well, I'm going to let it cool for a second first. I'm going to do that mat. So remember now, I sprayed Sulky's KK2000 on here because I have no sticky left on this mat at all. It's an old mat. I don't know what's been going on. Seems like the mats don't stay sticky anymore. But I am in a southern humid part of the country. Okay, peeling this all off just like that. All right. And I'm just going to put it right up here. And it all fits. This is awesome. See? Perfect. Y'all, I'm going to try to switch streams and see if that will work. And maybe jump into the recording. I don't know if this is going to work or not. I want you guys to be able to see my software. And it's, I don't know. Ooh. Okay. So this is connected to my MacBook now, and I don't have a picture. You guys don't, no, you guys can still see me. Okay. Okay, that's going to work. And all right. We've got to stop